I don't know, Mark. This place gives me the creeps.
It's just an old cabin. There's nothing to worry about.
Did you hear that?
Probably just the wind.
Who's there?
Leave. Now.
Mark, there's something here. We need to go.
Anna, you're just imagining things. Stay close.
Beware the spirit of Hollow Creek. Once awakened, it will claim your soul.
What the hell?
The room is now filled with an eerie silence. The air feels thick, almost suffocating, as if the walls themselves are closing in. They both look around in terror, their eyes darting from corner to corner, searching for any sign of movement. The shadowy figure from the mirror appears behind Mark, its presence sending a chill down their spines.
Screaming, Mark, behind you! Turn around quickly!
Mark turns, but it's too late. The figure lunges at him, its cold, bony fingers wrapping around his arm, pulling him into the darkness. Mark struggles, his heart pounding in his chest, but the grip is too strong. Anna screams, her voice echoing through the empty house, and runs back upstairs, her flashlight flickering. She stumbles, nearly falling, but manages to catch herself. The beam of light from her flashlight dances wildly across the walls, casting long, eerie shadows. She can hear Mark's muffled cries for help, but they are growing fainter. Desperation sets in as she reaches the top of the stairs. She knows she has to find a way to save him, but fear paralyzes her. She takes a deep breath, trying to steady her nerves, and looks around for something, anything that could help. Her eyes land on an old dusty bookshelf. She rushes over, frantically searching through the books and trinkets, hoping to find something useful. Her hands tremble as she pulls out an old, leather-bound book. She opens it, flipping through the pages, her eyes scanning the text for any clue. Suddenly she finds a passage about banishing dark spirits. With renewed determination, she clutches the book to her chest and heads back downstairs. The air grows colder with each step, and she can feel the presence of the shadowy figure lurking in the darkness. She reaches the bottom of the stairs and sees Mark, still struggling against the figure's grip. Summoning all her courage, she begins to recite the passage from the book. The words feel foreign on her tongue, but she continues, her voice growing stronger with each word. The figure hisses its grip loosening. Mark manages to break free and stumbles towards Anna. Together they continue the incantation, their voices merging into one. The figure lets out a final ear-piercing shriek before dissolving into the shadows. The room is silent once more, but the air feels lighter. They collapse to the floor, exhausted but relieved. They know the battle is far from over, but for now, they have won. Anna bursts through the front door, running into the woods. Her breathing is heavy and her footsteps echo through the forest. The night is dark, with only the faint light of the moon guiding her path. The trees seem to close in around her, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Behind her, the shadowy figure is getting closer, its presence a dark silhouette against the dim light.
Crying, please leave me alone. I haven't done anything to you.
She trips and falls into the mud, her hands sinking into the cold, wet earth. Panic surges through her as she quickly scrambles to her feet, her clothes now stained and her body aching. She can hear the figure's footsteps growing louder, each step a reminder of the danger she is in. Just as she reaches the car, her fingers fumbling for the keys in her pocket, the shadowy figure catches up, grabbing her ankle with a grip like iron.
Screaming, no, no, let me go. Somebody help me.
The screen cuts to black as her screams echo into the night. The forest is silent once more, the only sound the rustling of leaves in the wind. The camera pans up to the night sky, the stars twinkling like distant beacons of hope. But for Anna, hope seems far away, lost in the darkness that has swallowed her whole. The scene fades out, leaving the audience with a sense of dread and unanswered questions. What will happen to Anna? Will she ever escape the clutches of the shadowy figure? The story leaves us hanging, a cliffhanger that lingers in our minds long after the screen has gone dark. The next morning, the forest is bathed in the soft light of dawn. Birds chirp, and the world seems peaceful, unaware of the terror that unfolded just hours before. A search party combs through the woods, calling out Anna's name. Her friends and family are frantic, their faces etched with worry. They find her car abandoned and covered in mud, but there is no sign of Anna. The shadowy figure is gone, leaving behind only a trail of broken branches and disturbed earth.
Whispering, Anna, where are you? Please come back to us.
Days turn into weeks, and the search continues. Posters with Anna's face are plastered all over town, and the community rallies together, hoping for a miracle. But as time passes, hope begins to fade. The forest, once a place of beauty and tranquility, is now a haunting reminder of the night Anna disappeared. The shadowy figure remains a mystery, a ghostly presence that haunts the dreams of those who loved her. The story of Anna's escape, or lack thereof, becomes a legend in the small town. Children whisper about it around campfires, and adults speak of it in hushed tones, afraid to tempt fate. The forest is now a place of fear, its dark secrets hidden beneath the canopy of trees. And though the search for Anna has long since ended, the memory of her struggle lives on, a testament to the human spirit's will to survive, even in the face of unimaginable terror. As the years go by, the town changes, but the story of Anna remains. New generations hear the tale, and the legend grows. Some say they can still hear her screams on quiet nights, carried on the wind through the trees. Others claim to have seen the shadowy figure lurking at the edge of the forest, a reminder that some mysteries are never truly solved. The escape, or not, of Anna becomes a part of the town's identity, a chilling chapter in its history that will never be forgotten. And so the story of Anna's escape, or not, continues to be told, a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places. It is a story of fear, of hope, and of the enduring human spirit. And as long as the forest stands, the legend of Anna will live on, a ghostly whisper in the night, a tale that refuses to fade into the shadows. The camera slowly zooms out from the now quiet cabin. The sun is rising, casting a golden hue over the landscape, but the eerie silence remains, hanging in the air like a heavy fog. The once lively forest is now still, as if holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. The trees stand tall and motionless, their leaves barely rustling in the gentle morning breeze. The cabin, which was the center of so much activity just hours ago, now looks abandoned and forlorn, its windows dark and empty. The scene is almost surreal, as if time itself has stopped, leaving the cabin frozen in a moment of eerie tranquility.
Faintly. In the distance, the faint sound of a woman's scream can still be heard, echoing through the trees. It's a haunting reminder of the events that transpired here, a chilling testament to the horrors that unfolded in the dead of night. The scream is barely audible, almost swallowed by the vastness of the forest, but it lingers, a ghostly whisper that refuses to be silenced. As the sun continues to rise, the forest begins to come alive with the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling. But the memory of that scream remains, a dark shadow over the otherwise serene morning. The final shot captures this juxtaposition perfectly, the beauty of the sunrise contrasting sharply with the lingering sense of dread. The camera lingers on the cabin for a few more moments, allowing the weight of the scene to fully sink in. The forest, now bathed in the soft light of dawn, seems to hold its breath, as if acknowledging the dark secrets it witnessed. The final shot is a poignant reminder that some horrors never truly fade away, but instead become a part of the landscape, forever etched into the fabric of the place.